What's up, YouTube? Got some heavy stuff today for y'all today. Want to talk about the true self and the false self off rip. Like, the false self is the learned conditioned behavior. It's the learned conditioned behavior where those aren't even your thoughts. Like someone says something and you just you have that word vomit, that regurgitation, where you just say something that was conditioned and you truly don't know. You were just told that and conditioned to believe that. And really, people get caught up in belief systems all the time. You either know or you don't know. You can believe what you want. I guess, you can use that word, but you either know or you don't know. But anyway, I just want to start off with that. Like, it's really, just listen to yourself, listen to the true self. Don't give in to the conditioned behavior, those thoughts that you don't even own those thoughts. Those are put there in you, and you have to unlearn them. And unlearning is sometimes the hardest thing to do. And really, when you have a belief system or a way of thinking, or you have different attachments for emotions or stimulation. Like, say for instance, you feel a feeling and you consider that pain or you consider that sorrow or whatever. That's that's learned behavior. And really, when you have those feelings, it's not just in your brain. Like I said, like, the body is one. So those thoughts and feelings get embedded into every single cell. And to truly unlearn, you have to truly flush every single cell, every piece of tissue in the body, to truly unlearn the conditioning. And yeah, it's a process. And I would suggest fasting. I know a lot of people can't get their head wrapped around that, but we're not supposed to eat every day, contrary to popular belief. Like I said, the body is 78% fluid, and the diet should be 78% fluid. And really, if we break it down, what is that fluid? We are 75% water, right? Hydrogen and oxygen chains, they basically say. So anyway, like I was saying, water is it's condensed space, sky, and air. Water is condensed space, sky, and air. And since you're 75% water, you're 75% condensed space, sky, and air. And most people will be like, oh man, it's hogwash or whatever. But if they really, if they know anything about even air travel, then they know that there's 10 feet of water between the ground level and 40,000 feet. So that that's why they deal with crazy radiation. Pilots deal with a lot of radiation. That's why they have all those. They have the super strong tents on the fuselage of the plane, because that sun, that radiation is directly on you, where you have that 10 feet of water, that buffer that you would normally have on the ground level. Because yes, water is condensed space, sky, and air. So with that being said, I just want to move on to the next thing. Really, well, it's kind of all wraps into one. Like, everything is whole and everything's connected. So, since we're 78% fluid, let's look at the planet, which is also 78% fluid. And really, there's no such thing as a solid anyway, because everything's in constant motion anyway. So there's really no such thing as a solid. And I don't really want to get into the depths of that, because I know a lot of people wouldn't even be able to comprehend and wouldn't even be ready for the messages that come with that thought. But anyway, let's look at what we call this world. We call it a plan net. A plan net. Digest that for a second. Just digest that for just a second. Realize that you're calling it a plan net. And really, we all, not all, but a lot of us are trapped in these games that they really don't. That's not you. That's not your destiny. You have been caught up in a game and a contract that you don't really know anything about. And if you truly listen to self, the true self, then you will begin to realize and remember and go back and really understand that that you are a presence in the universe that has been here and will always be here. And again, the universe, uni, one, verse. And if you If you get a zoomed out view or perspective of the galaxy, the universe, solar system, whatever, if you keep going back and you really look at it, you can see that the shape of it is the shape of a womb, the shape of a uterus, or prostate. I mean, it's the same difference, but because male and female is still human, still one basically. One just has higher levels of estrogen than testosterone, and one has higher levels of testosterone than estrogen. But they're both present and they're both needed. And if you really want to get into parthenogenesis, having children without men, then you still realize that females can have children without men, but they can't have men. Or males. They can't have males without another male. They can reproduce themselves, other females, but they cannot make another male. And anyway, like I was saying, the universe, the portal to this universe, to this dimension, is the womb. It happens to be the female womb. We all come out of that, but the fertilization process starts with the male. But like I was saying, how we're one. The penis is actually female principle, and the vagina is actually male principle. I know people they can't really digest that, but they need to understand that we are one. We are the same, but different. I know it's tough for people to wrap their heads around that, but that's the case. Penis is female principle, and the vagina is male principle. So when they come together, it creates a portal into this dimension, and you come through the womb. But what do you sit in for 9 months? What does your energy sit in for 9 months? It sits in amniotic fluid, or water, which is condensed air, space, and sky. And you get created out of that. You think yourself into existence, basically. When carbon molecules, dark matter, carbon, what have you, the universe is black, the sun is black, or ultraviolet, but black, it's black, Just get over the semantics, it's black, get over yourself. Anyway, when you sit in there, well, basically, when carbon molecule, everything's in motion, like I was saying, when carbon molecules come into contact, basically a collision with thought. Because like I said, you've been in this universe forever. When you look in the mirror, what stares back at you is an energy that has been there and will always be here. And basically, when carbon molecules collide with, they're always in motion, they collide with thought, with your energy, which you are, because you're infinite consciousness or thought or energy, however you want to explain that. When they collide, that's what creates matter. That's what creates a human body, and anything. That's what creates a human body, anything. So, like I'm saying, if you really do some research on DMT, and if you do some research on the Tibetan monks and how they feel about reincarnation, there's really no way around this. Like, anybody that you know that's ever been pregnant, or your mom even, they'll tell you that the dreams that they have during that pregnancy, after a certain point in time in the pregnancy, they're just so lucid, so real, so astounding and astonishing that they just can't even get their heads wrapped around it. But really what people don't know is that 7 weeks after conception, the soul enters, or the energy enters, the fetus via the mother's pineal organ or gland, whatever. Glands don't create anything, organs create things. Glands just secrete. But I digress. Well, I'm going to just explain that because most people don't understand that. Sweat glands, they secrete water, they don't create water. Pineal organ creates melatonin, dimethyltryptamine, also known as DMT. But anyway, the pineal organ, basically the energy or the soul, whatever, what have you, enters through the mother's dream, through the pineal organ, on 49 days, 7 weeks after conception. So that's the portal. Through that pineal organ, down through the spine, the chakras, which are carbon clusters or dark matter clusters or melanin clusters. The semantics, again, they don't matter. Anyway, it goes down the chakras, down the spine, and into the fetus. And that's the portal into this dimension, is via that, through that. And well, at this point in time, and people need to understand that what is big is small, and what is small is big. And it really, what is out is what's in. Like, okay, like if you are a Gemini or a Cancer or a Libra or whatever, that people, they can disregard these things, but they really weigh in on your life. They really matter. Like, you live by these codes. You are the stars. Like many artists have said, like Nas has said, we need more warriors soon, sent from the sun, stars, and the moon. Like, we really do. We are that. We are cosmic beings. What is out there is what's inside. And like when you go to sleep, the light shines inside, pineal organ. It shines inside. When you wake up, it's outside. Everything is everything. Thank you, Lauryn Hill, for that one. Again, I got to give credit where it's due. Even though I'm kind of mad at you, Lauren, for not making any more music. But I understand you don't want to get in that self-hating world, and I can understand it because I know how it is. I understand how it is. It's just like in the sports, any world, any entertainment industry. That's what people understand about sports is entertainment, and they make you. It's a self-hating game. It's a false self game. So really, that's all I wanted to say, and yeah, I'm gonna have some more videos today. So.